How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. I just wanted to let you know that over the next couple of days I'm going to be doing a sale over on the website of all the videos that are available, all the video courses that are available. And this is just to celebrate the end of the 365-day challenge and the beginning of summer, if you like. Now first I'll let you know about the courses, what courses are involved, and at the end I'll let you know about some of the great deals that you can take advantage of over the next couple of days. So let's crack ahead. Now the first course is how to stop drinking alcohol. This is basically all the stuff that I learned in the first couple of years after I'd stopped drinking alcohol. It's a mindset based course. It's dealing with a lot of the propaganda, a lot of the mass information that's out there. We take a look at alcohol in our own lives, in our culture. We look at, is alcohol to blame for ourselves, for our problems, right? We look at alcohol health benefits, all those benefits that you get from either quitting drinking alcohol or all the benefits that you're supposedly going to get when you continue to drink alcohol. Now we look at moderation and the brainwashing that's behind that. We look at the brainwashing in general, the marketing, all the advertising. We look at the brainwashing that we put onto ourselves. We look at the language of addiction, you know, what language you use and how that sort of affects not only how you drink, but how you quit drinking as well. We define words like alcoholic. So we ask, are you really an alcoholic? We look at the symptoms and the side effects of quitting drinking alcohol and how you should sort of view those as well in your own life, you know, especially once you stop drinking, you know. I mean, all this stuff, when you start looking at the words and all the baggage that's attached with actually quitting drinking alcohol, you realize that a lot of it is being forced on you by other people, just the same as the alcohol is, right? There's a lot of vested interests out there that are trying to tell you that this is the only way to quit drinking, that once you have a problem with alcohol, that you're always going to have a problem with alcohol, right? That once you have this in your mind that you're an alcoholic, that you should be an alcoholic, you know, because you're not a normal person, right? That when you quit drinking alcohol, that, you know, it's not a normal thing to do. And the only people that do quit drinking alcohol are people that have got an alcoholic gene or a disease or, you know, all that bullshit. And we'll look at that in a lot of detail. I will also look at the demon drink, right? And all the bullshit that surrounds that. We'll look at how you think is part of the problem, right? So how you think about quitting drinking alcohol, how you think about drinking alcohol, this is all part of your own problem. And as I said earlier, a lot of this is based around what we're being fed from society, from our culture, from the people that are around us, you know, even from the closest people around us. These are people who are inadvertently sort of giving us misinformation about not only quitting drinking alcohol, but drinking alcohol in the first place, right? We'll look at rock bottom, you know, do you have to hit rock bottom, all that kind of stuff. We'll look at your fears, putting off the inevitable thing, you know, procrastination and why you shouldn't procrastinate. We'll look at your fears, your expectations, how your expectations can cloud everything, how your expectations can really boost you moving forward, right, depending on what your expectations are. Again, with your fears, a lot of the fears are there because of what other people tell us, you know. A lot of fears are there because of what the information is telling us when we go to the internet, for instance, and we try and find information about that. You know, for instance, when you look on the internet, you're going to find a lot of people are talking about going to dry out clinics, and most of these dry out clinics are based on 12-step process, right? So they take you in, you're in an environment where you can't get a hold of alcohol, so a lot of people call this like a prison-like environment, so you can't get out, and the only therapy that you get in that sort of pushes you away from alcohol is a 12-step process. And as we know, most of the 12-step process is based around keeping you hooked onto the idea that you're an alcoholic, or that you cannot do this on your own, that you need an outside intervention, you know. And for me, it's not a great way of looking at this, you know. I find that the best way of looking at this is from a personal perspective, that all the help that you need is already inside you. You have to tap into your own help, and you can find it. It's a skill-based thing that where you're going from, you're coming at this from the angle of a drinker, first and foremost, right? You're always going to be coming at this at the start from the mindset of a drinker. So when you're moving forward, you're thinking as a drinker, and it's very difficult to even move yourself a month or 2 months into the future because you've still got that drinker's mindset. So everything that I'm trying to teach, right, to get you past that first few weeks, into the 30 days, into the 2 months, into the 6 months, is to try and give you day by day experience. And once you get that experience, you start to understand how you're going to move forward. You start to expand your horizons. You see things from a different perspective. Now, I call this laddering up. So, you go from one rung of the ladder to the next rung, and the higher up the ladder you go, the further out you can see. So that's how to stop drinking alcohol. The next course that's on sale is the preparation course. Now, this is a step-by-step guide on how to move forward from making the decision in the initial phase, right, into taking it to the first couple of weeks after you've quit drinking. Now, there's 10 different sections. I'm not going to go into all the different sections here, but it basically goes from you making that decision and starting out with the mindset, how am I going to move forwards with this? What's the best way of progressing from where I am now to, the start date? Now, one of the first sections is understanding your habits and your needs, right? Your most fundamental needs, right? Your needs as a drinker, how alcohol drinking, shortcuts, all these other crucial skills that you need and you should be learning. We look at your levels of control and how much control you lose by drinking or how much you can gain by not drinking, right? We look at learned helplessness. In the next section, preparation, we dig into preparation, what it's all about, why you need to do it, some of the psychological tools that you need, some of the practical tools, how much you need, all that kind of stuff. Next, there's getting to know yourself and understanding where you are now in order to move forward. You need to understand this, right? It's like being in a new city where it says this is where you are now. You need to understand yourself, where you are now in order to move forward, right? The next one is your goals and your behaviors, right? Replacing the old goals with the new goals, figuring out what you want to do, what habits you're going to build, what goals you want to get, where you want to get to ultimately, right? The next one is setting your new goals and how to create these with what they call SMART goals. And this is an old technique that a lot of businesses use and people use in personal development, right? We go through a lot of these stuff like how to take action, how to plan for action, and at the end of it, how to put this all into effect. And taking action, making commitment, setting your start date, moving forwards as rapidly as you can. This is the next section. The last 3 sections deal with preparing your mind, your environment, and the people in your life for the best possible outcome. Now, the latest course, the 30-Day Alcohol Reboot, this is one of my favorites because it's basically takes you from where you are now, right, from the person who just wants to quit, dealing with a lot of stuff in the beginning. So you go through 3 different areas. We go through the before, the during, and the after, right? The before unit is about supercharging your motivation, challenging your expectations, and making sure that you reprogram those expectations for the best possible outcome. We look at preparation and the best way to prepare. The during unit, this is where we go through week 1 to week 2, week 3, week 4, and help you to stay motivated, right? Overcome all the obstacles, keep things as simple as possible, dealing with social situations, criticisms, cravings, keeping yourself on track, how to keep yourself motivated throughout the whole thing. And the after unit, this is about keeping things going once you've got to that 30 days, once you understand the benefits of quitting drinking, and these are going to become more and more and more apparent as you go forwards. So that's 3 courses. So the basic deal is that you get any single course for $20 off. So that's $29 for any single course. You get any 2 courses for $40 off. That's $58 for any 2 courses. And you also get as a bonus 2 audiobooks for free. Now, if you want to take all 3 courses together, that's $79 for all courses. Plus you get 3 audiobooks for free. And as a special bonus, now I can only do this for the first 20 people that take the 3 courses. As a special bonus, there's one-on-one coaching session with me, right? We'll organize that as it comes about. As I say, I can only do this because of time constraints and all that kind of stuff. I can only do this for the first 20, so it's first come, first served. Anyway, I just want to say it was really great to do this 365-day challenge. It's not over by a long shot. There's more to come. I'm really looking forward to a very productive summer that's coming up. So this is a great offer. It's going to be available now over the next couple of days. If you want to take advantage of the offer, then just click on the link just here, and I'll see you on the other side. And again, I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Take very good care of yourself. Keep the alcohol out of your mouth. Onwards and upwards. Take care. Bye now.